my name is Bernadette Dodd and welcome to my life after 50. This week I'm going to further my talk on female incontinence. So someone asked me recently about how do I manage female incontinence on vacation. If you've been looking at my videos, you know that Mom and I, in addition to other family members, went to Florida recently and visited Walt Disney World. And it did take some planning and forethought on our behalf to manage that appropriately. One of the things we did is to make sure we were looking and feeling our best before we went. So we made arrangements to have our hair cut. I had my legs waxed, and we had manicures and pedicures so that our feet would look beautiful in our summer sandals. Because looking good does help you to feel good, and feeling good helps you to be more confident. If you're confident about your appearance, then it helps you not to worry so much about the other things that people can't see that may be upsetting to you. And so we did take products with us. We also went shopping while we were there to see if there are products at our destination different from those that we're able to get at home. And we often do that actually when we're on vacation, is check out pharmacies and grocery stores at our destination to see what's new and different, not just in incontinence care, but in general. That's always a fun day for us. We also made sure we took advantage of every public washroom that we passed, and so we consciously made a decision to use every bathroom that we walked by, because one part of incontinence is called urgency, and so when you have to go right now, and so stopping then to find a bathroom can be problematic. And so we just made sure that when we were passing a bathroom, we stopped and used it. And we kind of noted the location in case, we needed a quick exit later on during the day. We also always took spares with us in our purses or fanny packs or backpack or whatever you're going to be using when you're on holiday. And not just spare incontinence pads, but also spare underwear. Because if you do have a little leak, you don't want to be putting wet underwear on. And depending on the day and how leaky you are, you might want to consider putting a change of clothing in a backpack and just leaving it in the car in case of emergencies. I can tell you that one day when we were away, all Mom's backups failed. In fact, she had used her backup the day before and forgotten to replace it. And so we went to a museum. It was actually like an hour and a half drive from our hotel. And when we got to the museum, she's like, "Oh, I need to change my incontinence pad." And she went into the bathroom and didn't have a spare, and so then used mine. Which left me without, but luckily it wasn't a problem for me that day. But still, by the time we got back to the hotel, she'd soaked through that one as well, and her dress was wet. When she sat down on a chair, she left a wet spot on the chair, which is never attractive and always humiliating. So she went to change just her underwear and her incontinence pad, but I told her she had to change her dress as well, because it might feel dry next to her skin, but that dress is still wet. You're going to sit on it and then make your dry panties wet, and whatever you're sitting on is going to be wet as well. And so sometimes a complete change is necessary. If it's the middle of summer, a little sundress doesn't really take up a lot of room, and so that can be a really handy thing to do. I actually was a Girl Scout, so just being prepared for every emergency, especially when you're on vacation, because it's about relaxing and having fun, and there's nothing further from fun and relaxing than having an accident and having it be a very, public. If you're walking around with wet pants, obviously you don't want to be seen in public. And so then having to withdraw from the fun of the vacation in order to take care of a private problem is no fun at all for you or anyone else that's with you, because usually that means that someone else has to withdraw from the fun as well, to either drive you or accompany you or whatever. Although I have the most amazing and supporting husband ever, and has been known to, run to Walmart and buy me underwear and leggings at a moment's notice and run back to wherever I'm hiding, so that I can change and we can carry on. So if you have a support person like that who's extremely supportive and understanding, that just makes everything better. So maybe you need to coach your spouse or your friend, whoever's going with you on vacation, what your needs might be, and can really help you out in a spot. I guess that's all the advice I have for vacation. So making sure that you look good and feel good, so that you're feeling confident going away, preparing as much as possible, taking all the supplies you need in case you don't get to a pharmacy or a grocery store when you get there. But also feel free to leave products behind as well. I've certainly done that. In fact, it's a great way to save space in your suitcase for souvenirs, is pack all that you think you'll need at your destination, and then whatever's not used, except for, your backup that you might need while traveling back to your home base, leave behind in the hotel. Fill that space in your suitcase with all your souvenirs. There's my travel tip for you. Okay, thanks for listening. I hope you found this information useful. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please feel free to leave comments about other topics you might like me to talk about or pursue. And thanks for watching. Bye.